This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with the final episode of Call of Cthulhu. In the last episode, we destroyed the whaling facility, escaped the cult, but fell under the means and guise of Leviathan to become possibly his own minion, I don't know, avatar, it's hard to say. And then we came to, after everything exploded, we ended up in this island here. We found the good doctor apparently might still be alive because of Leviathan or our madness, our power. He didn't, and apparently we might have to make a choice on, well, perhaps killing her to finish our ties into Leviathan. Our mind is already gone. Perhaps we have no choice left in this matter despite us. The illusion of choice is there, but I don't know. And now we need to find Sarah again and the Oracle and see what she has us to do. Will we follow through and give in, just give in, or fight? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You know, they act like, I don't know, the game always acts like the good doctor and Pierce might have formed like a special type of relationship, but I don't know, I never felt that. Like, I don't think they were ever together or talked well enough to do that. Same with like him and Kat or any other characters. I don't know. I felt like there was just some slight stuff missing, and I really hope this is one of those games that doesn't do the whole you get to choose the ending at the end. Like, I hope it's like, you know, it takes all your choice and then goes, okay, this is how it ends, or the game does the ending is varied depending on your choices on the game. Because I really don't like the games that like let you choose at the very end how you want to end it despite all the other choices. It almost makes them moot, you know. So I don't know. Anyway, let's climb on down to Goblin Town and see if we can find Sarah. I don't know, man. Was like you can tell Pierce is just wrecked, just emotionally, physically. You can look at his character model and he just can't take it anymore. I wonder if this is still the same, even if you had were still high sanity or whatnot. I bet we would still be here, but I bet the dialogue would be different. I bet that's what changes. I think the whole, because it'd be too like problematic to like write all these different pathways and stuff. So I think it's similar. It just, you know, like I said, the dialogue would be different, which I'm fine with that. Makes you know, the illusion of choice and all this other stuff, and it still gives you a reason to play through the game again just to see what you missed if you were like high sanity or high stat and something else where you didn't fail. Yeah, I wonder what that Chapter 14, Alabaster Point. I wonder what the high investigation option kind of tells you. Does it basically say, "Hey, screw you," you know, because you've done all the work? But after a final confrontation, Pierce must go to Alabaster Point, where Sarah Hawkins is supposed to be waiting for him. There, he must make decisions that could change the destiny of the world. Well, I think maybe this might be modified to the ending, or I hope it is. Like I said, I'm really not a fan of choosing your ending at the very end. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that there's been a bunch of games that do that. I'm just trying to, well, I guess I would say Mass Effect, but you did have to have a certain like point where you. Well, no, let's see. No, you only got the three choices if you were like high. If you got the high items and stuff like that. If you didn't do anything, you only got to choose like the red and blue path. But still, we'll get to that one of these days, maybe. I still like the game, but I'll talk about that if I ever get to that. But enter the madness. Yeah, I hope. Well, then again, we've already made decisions earlier in the game, like certain characters we killed and stuff like that, so those have got to stick. So even if we tried to fight against it, we've made so many decisions that I bet it'd be a really crappy ending, you know, so you probably already know from watching what I'm going to be doing here. I wonder if the game will let you reload and change the ending options. Probably not. I'll probably auto-save after you beat it, so you'd have to play through again. Though I've heard there's a way to like reload saves before auto-saving. You just have to basically get a USB drive, plug it in, and transfer your files.
No, it stops here.
None of this makes sense.
Go. She is waiting.
Why would myself tell me this? Ooh. Set the town off in the distance, or at least the big reef where the things were. Man, what is it with these games ending on reefs and stuff? Actually, I think the Call of Cthulhu game on Xbox. Actually, that one was kind of a cool ending, although it was kind of surprising what you did in it. If I were,
What have they done to me?
If I ever find a copy, maybe I'll try to record that. I might have to find an emulator though, because
Come on.
Oh! Ah, Mr. Pierce. I was expecting you. Fuller, you died in front of my eyes. Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance. The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
is that what Fuller did to Colden? Like he, like, hit her with the vial of Leviathan's blood. Is that why she's still alive? Maybe. It's hard to say. Yeah, Leviathan has all these weird powers that you get from eating or consuming his flesh or drinking his blood. Like the body of Christ, except it's nothing like the body of Christ.
Here you are. You never give up.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Ah, detective. So easy to fool you. So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
I choose death. No, I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Yeah, it did seem like the good detective was a really big fan of saving the ladies if he could. Well, except for Kat. But she wasn't a lady. She deserved to die. No, she did kick us in the balls. I mean, come on, man. You don't touch a man's balls, dude. You fondle them, at best. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Charles. Charles in charge of me.
You took everything from me. Wife, life, destiny.
You forsook your right to a normal life the moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see such an unbearable sight.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
Dude, you got cucked. No, sorry, I should have said that. That was terrible. Especially when we're trying to be serious here at the ending of this game. So I'll try to stay serious for the rest of this playthrough. So me, myself, and Irene, huh?
But you already know it. I can see that you will make the right choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your fear of the unknown and your stupid pride cloud your judgment. Quit lying to yourself and embrace your destiny. It's not cowering that brought you those medals. None of this is real. Trust your guts.
If nothing's real, what are you?
I am a projection of your mind. What remains of that instinct that pulled you out of the trenches. Don't listen to them. They're too dangerous for your tired mind.
Mine's still trying to fight back. I'd like to think it's because I had 100% investigation, but who knows? Can we click on anything? No. We can't look at our stats anymore, so we're at this point in the game. So all right, let's keep going. Look at all those masks. Crazy. Ooh. Love the music. The ambiance is very unsettling. And I am playing this at night. Not quite midnight, but, you know, lights off and everything, trying to get in the mood. I don't know if it's really putting me in the mood, but hey. I noticed this game wasn't...
It's right there.
I'm almost there.
I noticed this game really had more ambiance than straight up terror or fear or scariness, you know? At least that's how I felt. I mean, the Shambler was probably the freakiest part of the game, and even then, I don't know. Especially when you actually had to encounter him, it's like, you know... It kind of reminds me of some of the descriptions from the Call of Cthulhu books, or the Lovecraft books, so probably that's what they're based off of, so... There's Sarah, there's the worshippers. There's the atmosphere, you can see that. Are we going to be like the Xbox game and do something crazy? Or just... Man. You people are all crazy. You're crazy for feeling.
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
You were waiting for me.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover. But I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
Let's see. Man, I'd like to see a cult master. How do you get a cult? The only way I could think of is you'd have to find everything in the game and put all your points into the occult to get stuff like that, you know. But anyway, looks like Algernon that's what happened to Algernon. He probably got caught and was forced to do all this magic and spells, and I don't even see the relay. They probably pulled that off because it probably didn't stop humans from messing with him, so... Are you crazy? You were lost? Or...
I have seen things. Strange and horrifying, but always true.
Will you trust my words?
Yes.
One man only prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Yes, yes.
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Pierce, help me! Silence!
Alright, what we can see. Perform the counter ritual. I will perform the ritual, sacrifice oneself. Ooh, that's a tough one. So that's the big choice, huh? So you can either send them back, sacrifice yourself, or perform the ritual. Oh, I like how it even shows the because he knows how to do it. So if I wanted that, I could do that. If I wanted to kill myself and just be done with it, you know, and just be like, ah, screw this. Or we could just give in to everything. Well, folks, I mean, you know, despite my things at the beginning, you would think I would try to do everything to either fight against or sacrifice yourself, but, you know, we've just given in. We've seen the truth, and the truth is Leviathan. We will perform the ritual. See you on the other side, folks. Founder, oh, sorry, I didn't get to read it. So this is directed the guy who found Chaosium, who helped write the Call of Cthulhu tabletop game. You will be missed. He apparently died last year. That's why it's based upon him. But yeah, with the ending of doing the ritual, we summon the great Cthulhu to the world and cause the doom of mankind. It's kind of funny how we always deal with Cthulhu in the stories called Call of Cthulhu or however you want to pronounce it. But there's actually like, I'm trying to remember, there's like 6 or 7 ancient beings, not just Cthulhu, and apparently he's not even the strongest one out of them, at least according to the fiction or the mythos, apparently. I forgot who's actually the strongest god or ancient being out of all of them, but it's not Cthulhu, apparently, but he's just the more well-known one. But yeah, that's the end of the game. We tried our best to fight against this and get the truth, and our sanity just went lower and lower until the end, and then we just couldn't take it. We had to except we could apparently have chosen either the counterside or kill him himself. Yeah, I don't like the fact that we could just choose the ending there. I feel like it should have blocked off certain choices based off like all our choices or whatever, saying, oh, we did all this, so we couldn't do the counter ending. Although maybe I had the option for all those because I explored and found everything. Well, maybe not everything, but a good deal of stuff. Maybe that's why I had the choice. I mean, it's hard to say. I almost feel like maybe I should have done the kill yourself ending just because you're so crazy that you just want it to be over. But yeah, that was an interesting game. Very solid game for the most part. I wouldn't call it like, I don't know if I call it like AAA or 10 out of 10 type of game, but it definitely scratched an itch. You know, you don't see in a lot of games these days. I've noticed Focus Entertainment's been publishing a lot of games like that aren't like, you know, these perfect, super polished games or the same like shooter or whatever. They just oh, let's look at see if anyone I recognize. Anthony Howell, I think, was the voice of the character in Vampire. Probably a lot of these are European voice actors. That's probably why I don't recognize most of these people. At least I don't. Yeah, I don't recognize any of the voice actors on this. So yeah, Chaosium, they probably asked him about certain details about their game, because it sounds like it, because of the whole choices, the levels, the percentages, it seemed like this game was based off the tabletop game more than anything, than the books, although it takes inspiration from the books. But yeah, I thought the game did a pretty good job of setting atmosphere. Like, it wasn't perfect about it, but you know, the music, the dark tones, the character of Pierce, I thought that those credits are smaller than I thought they were. Yeah, the music was great. I thought the atmosphere was good. Let's see if there's anything else. And with Cthulhu summoned from the whatever, he spread his madness, and that's it. The world isn't mad. That's why I showed the end of like him killing everyone and themselves, and that's it. And Sarah dies, you know, doesn't become whatever she was supposed to be, the Oracle. So yeah, it didn't turn out like everyone thought it would, did it? But yeah, just quick review on the end, since that one went by a little bit quick. Yeah, I thought the game was great. Music was awesome. Great atmosphere. Main character, voice acting wasn't too bad. Not perfect, but I think it did a decent job for what it needed to do. You know, I feel like there were certain plot points or like maybe story elements that didn't get fully realized, or maybe it's because of the path, or maybe variations on the dialogue I chose or whatever. Because you could tell at the end it kind of like went into speed mode near the end there. And I wonder if maybe it's based if I did the signs or whatever differently, if I would have gotten like a variation on the ending, because obviously I did the ending where Cthulhu wins and everything like that. Or if I killed myself, obviously the game would just end probably with maybe some few cutscenes there. I feel like there should have been, maybe it's when you do the countersign that there's a variation in the end, because I thought, you know, you would think the whole killing like Bradley and all these others would affect the ending, or Cat dying, but I hope there is something with that, like doing the good ending, because that would be kind of disappointing, especially at the end, choosing the 3 decisions, and that was it. So, because I do, that's probably one of the knocks I have about this, is like, I feel like all the decisions seemed for naught at the end, like it just let you decide. I think at some point maybe the game should have done the rest of the choosing for you, except for variations on the dialogue. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard in this, but overall, yeah, I like the game, and I like the fact that we got a horror game. Not as scary. I don't think it was that scary overall. I think there was an atmosphere, but I don't feel like it was bone chilling. Maybe I need to be in the right frame of mood or something like that to get it. So that's probably another knock on it. But I think everything else worked for it. And it's definitely not a 10 out of 10 game, but I think it's a solid 7 out of 10, or maybe an 8 out of 10 because of scratching that itch. And a good effort, you know, for a studio that's not super well known, the people who made this. And I like the fact that they used the Chaosium engine. That was kind of cool. Or Chaosium tabletop style percentages and stuff like that. Too bad some of that stuff is percentage based, so some of the stuff could fail. And then there are some things you can only decide on if you hit a certain thing. But I think you'd only want that if you wanted just unique dialogue options, or perhaps to unlock certain achievements or whatever, or trophies or whatever you're playing on. But yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I did give you the basically the bad ending right off the bat, when I could have shown you the kill yourself ending or trying to save the world ending. So depending on how things go, I mean, usually I send the game back, and I usually don't grind, because I'd have to go through probably the whole game. Well, I guess I could find out here in a second. I'd have to go through most of the game again just to see that ending. If I can redo the last part again and show you the endings, I can, but I probably doubt it, because I think it did save after I beat it. But if I do get a chance to play through the game again, I might show the other endings. If not, we'll call it here, because I think it almost makes sense that a Call of Cthulhu game, usually the main characters go insane at the end of the game, even if they save the world. So that might be how the ending would have gone. But yeah, if I show it, great. If not, I hope you guys will give this game a chance, even if not at the full price, maybe on sale, because I think games like these do need to be purchased or at least looked at. So that way companies, even the smaller ones, will consider making these games, because we can't get the AAA companies to make this stuff. It's not cost effective for them, even though, you know, it would make more fans or whatever. So support your local indie or obscure games like these to try and just get these games back out into the market, instead of the same like battle royales or first-person shooters, which are fine games, but you know, we need more different types of games out there. You know, so anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my playthrough of this game. Hopefully I didn't screw up too badly or make you think ill of this game, because I enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time when the mail comes in. So thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I would suggest, if you like this type of game, I would suggest keeping it. If not, you know, obviously send it back. But I suggest keeping it just to kind of have it on yourself as kind of like a, you know, one of those odd or different titles that you don't see too often. You know, although paying $60 kind of hard to decide if you want to pay that much money. Although I don't know if it's 60, it might have been 40 when it came out, but I would strongly suggest it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you when the mail comes in. Thanks for watching.
Shagua! You still stop the target, 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 Shagua!
We doubled the dosage, as you asked us to, Doctor.
Good, thank you.
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
What have you done?
I followed the truth. I answered his call. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover. But I was afraid of myself.
You're not listening. Have you seen the dead? Their blood is on our hands.
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
Look around you. Everything is falling apart. You must stop this madness.
I can't make that choice. This will be your decision. One man only prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
But why? Why is it so important for you that I make this decision?
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
I can't let you do this.
No one can force you.